What's up now? What's up now? What's up now? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hold on.
How y'all doing? Today's block topic is upliftment 101. Upliftment 101.
What's up now? What we're gonna really begin to do is explain how we as a people. I gotta get my notes. I ain't gonna lie. I had wrote some notes for this one. And basically, this one's called Upliftment 101. It's just the very basics of upliftment. Many of us speak on uplifting our people. You see what I'm saying? We speak on, we as black people must do this, or we as black people have to do that. And I don't care who you are or how you think per se, but I'm just going to tell you in Upliftment 101 what are some of the fundamental things that must take place. And you're going to have to do this for this to be effective, for the upliftment part. For upliftment, you need organization and ideology. Organization and ideology. For upliftment, you need organization, a group of people. You, yourself, and I won't say organization, I can say you just as a person by yourself. Okay? Organizations are more effective, obviously, with more than one person. But you as a person can organize yourself in a manner for uplifting your people or contributing to uplifting your people. All right? Organization and ideology. Ideology, a way of thinking. So obviously, you have to have a way of thinking. You have to have a group, and they have to have a way that they think. Now, Upliftment 101, that's the basics. That's it. Now, the thing is that everyone that's black is not going to think the same way. So therefore, everyone that's black will not be in your group. You see what I'm saying? Everyone that's black will not be in your group. Just like everyone that's black will not be in that other group. Some black people will be in your group, and some black people will be in the other group. But as long as we are on what? On Upliftment 101. As long as we are on Upliftment, then we are uplifting. Ideology, a way of thinking. A lot of people start off with spiritual ideas. They start off with their diet, black nationalism, cultural nationalism, and of course, Pan-Africanism. Or another thing we have with a lot of people when we say upliftment, they think of community activities. Now, I'm going to give, I've mentioned this before about Du Bois. W.B. Du Bois has mentioned double consciousness. Now, the thing about double consciousness is, of course, we are Africans, but we are in America. So, the thing with us is, is community activism, of course, you will have to look at a little differently. Because one of the things is that if you're in Africa, it's all right, I guess, if we are trying to build a well or worried about health care or worried about, some of the community activity things. Because a black person in Africa, per se, just work with me for a second. A black person in Africa is part of the government. They're part of Africa because they're a black person in Africa. The thing about us being in America is there's still a certain amount of disenfranchisement, not only institutionalized, but also in our minds. So I'm just going to say, with community activism, one of the things that, you want to consider your double consciousness, because it makes no sense for me to utilize my resources, my time, my energy to feed someone when there's food stamps. Like, the government has these programs. These are the government's social programs. We're located in America. We're Americans. You see what I'm saying? But the government has these things in place for taking care of people. So it's not, I wouldn't use my upliftment energies for doing what the government should already be doing, unless I'm going to use my upliftment energies again, on the government, to pressure the government to make sure that these programs are taking place. You see what I'm saying? But like I say, we go through black nationalism, of course, black nationism, or wanting a nation, or that type of thing. Cultural nationalism. The people with the dashikis, our hair, our things like this. These are all ways of thinking. So like I say, with Upliftment 101, spiritual ideas, diet. Diet is a great way of revolution. A diet is a great way of uplifting. You know what I'm saying? Diet, exercise, these type of things. These are great ways to feel better about yourself. These are great ways to make a person feel better. If you feel better, you're going to do better. I just put it like that. Because, one of the things about the system that we live in is with their food industry, you see what I'm saying? Because it is an industry or whatever, and it's not designed so people can eat healthy or, those type of things. It's not designed so you can eat healthy. It's just designed to make money. You know what I'm saying? Health is like a side effect of money. So what I'm saying is, when you're dealing with diet and things like that, you want to be able to, again, we can even expand that double consciousness of Du Bois with being African and then being in America, and understanding that, you have to satisfy, you can't, let's say you want to, you're trying to provide meals for your family, you want to be as healthy as possible. So just saying, you can't totally say, I'm going to buy the cheapest food I can. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to feel like, well, I'm going to feed my kids 100 pieces of penny candy. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? You have to just know how to balance that type of thing. That's that double consciousness. You see what I'm saying? So, Upliftment 101, again, we talking about organization, ideology. You have to have some type of group, and that's even if yourself. Like when you start, like you say, I'm gonna start a group. Because when I say a group, I want to make sure I iterate to you to make sure we have a lot of groups out here already. Join one of the groups that we have, or start your own group. But don't sit there and go, I'm uplifting, and all of us think we should be uplifted. All of us think that it's something about, it's just like we always say now, I'm positive, I'm motivated, I'm going to stay focused. So then that's the thing. What you going to focus on to help your people? Find it. You see what I'm saying? Get in that thing. Upliftment 101. Like I say, organization, ideology. Make sure, and this is just for the organizations or for the people, make sure your basis is in history. You see what I'm saying? When you have I'm not telling you ideology is a certain thing or a certain way to think, but I'm just going to say the basis has to be in history, because you don't want to repeat the same things. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to repeat. We're not trying to do the marches over again, because that's one of the things that happens when people they're attracted to the movement because they see H. Rap Brown and Kwame Ture and Dr. King and Malcolm X and things like that. They see that part. They don't see that, you know what I'm saying, H. Rap Brown, Dr. King belong to the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. They don't see that H. Rap Brown and Kwame Ture were in the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. They don't see that Malcolm X was a member of the Nation of Islam, the Organization of African Unity. You see what I'm saying? The Organization of Afro-American Unity that he started, and Muslim Mosque Incorporated. So these organizations had other people in them. These other people are people who had to type things. They had to deliver things. They had to make flyers. They had to propaganda to make sure our people, like Malcolm may have